I need to run, but it's also a good matchup, should be really deadly.
Okay, let's see. All right, we've got a deadly Ambessa in the top lane. We've got a much better draft.
Yeah.
Pop every single bit of the Sunlight passive with Gatling Gun because it has such a high tick rate.
Yep.
But, I mean, Ezreal right now, really, really powerful, and Rell forces it away.
Cheeky from Mikyx, but he's under turret. He's got Zenith Blade, lucky to be only just out of range, but still the burn. You talked about the Gatling Gun. It tears him to shreds for first blood.
And luckily this time it's also not blowing her eardrum. So strong in the new patch. No idea how this champion has gone through Worlds in the state it was, and then doing this again. Gonna get some help here into the bot lane.
Yeah, you're about to find out exactly why, aren't you? Waiting for the drift in. Mikyx with the disengage, but you can see there's enough damage done to Hilly. He flashes away. It was the only summoner left up and available. Rock, and then a hard thing from Upset. Nicely done with a Mystic shot.
Well, he hits that skill shot, doesn't he? That's the
does.
important one. Gets to survive, pick up farm. They've done more than that now.
And Mikyx, I mean, some of these engages finally landing well, or at least finding something. Razork with a flash into the wall. Disrespect. Carzzy stepped up to the plate, and that barrier won't save him. Upset gets kill number 2, and Razork showing up the scar as Hilly just walked on in. What is he doing? Vitality's bottom lane not paying respect to Razork being here, walking up to the lane, dying again, then again, and now Hilly again.
What was the information like there from Vitality? Because the information, he has the information.
He did have about 3 seconds to work with there.
Oh,
so
2v3, no, 3v3.
Say what you will, is, yeah, back down bot. Guess what? Razork's here, but Daisy's in on the way, but it won't matter. Hilly has stepped up in the lane, and it's another kill over to Fnatic.
Can sometimes make mistakes like that, but this is significant game-changing mistakes now at this point, which is giving so much gold to this Ezreal. He's going to absolutely pop off soon.
Oh, Fate Sealed used by Humanoid in mid lane. Meanwhile, Hilly has finally made a roam, and this time it's going to be great. Onto Czajek. The flash is burned by the mid laner of Fnatic. Ignite as well. Looking for the soldier to get the damage, but Humanoid will get out. His teleport not up and available for a bit, so a bit of an advantage back on the map as Equalizer placed down. Oscarinin's got his chase. It's a 1v1, but it might turn into more as Nako has a bit of support on the way from Czajek, but Razork in the way. An Impale at hand as well. A rock thrown and an Impale to kill. Oscarinin gets the kill himself, but Hylissang is now in the way. However, Czajek's too low. Lyncas is an Ivern. Humanoid's helping out. Hilly might die for a 4th time if he stays in the fight. He wants a re-engage with the Zenith Blade. It's there, but Oscarinin has just recharged. Hilly is dead again. Humanoid gets out with his life as well. Czajek's run out of mana, and Vitality, it just keeps getting worse.
Re-engaging again. This Skarner is getting so much value in this fight.
And look, he's getting value again in topside. Oscarin's in trouble, you think, but Nako has no ult. Perfect execution, excuse me. It is up and available again after that last one. Grass taken, but the Electro Harpoon, the poke damage enough, and I said Vitality can't get a break, and I meant it.
Razork is putting Vitality to the sword.
It says.
Hornets having their wins clicked. Lyncas, what can he do here?
Then Daisy in. Razork's like, look at me, look at me. Oscarinin flashes away, and he will get out.
But now Lyncas not got any help on the way, just trying to be a bit annoying on the way out as Oscar really needs to give himself a reset after this point. This game has absolutely fallen apart in a handful of minutes as Hilly walking forward again.
Can you get a 5th death, Hilly? Yes, you can. Humanoid. It's taken 5 deaths, 10 minutes. Daisy under turret. It's 8-1. Vitality are breaking apart. Cauterize the wound like there's a leg missing. Carzzy's going to die here. There's a Magnet Storm, and Humanoid is strong enough at this point with a recurve bow. Barrier used. Mikyx doesn't really care. I mean, turret ramping up is still there, but Humanoid just walks out with it. Turret shot not going to connect part 2, and
fights as well. Vitality putting Daisy as kind of a forward scout, making
Hilly's
going forwards.
There's a crash down here. Remember, Razork has that unending spare. I know you just talked about it. Hilly's getting slowed down. Is he going to die a 6th time? Arcane shift forward from Upset as Vitality just back away. And the reason that I feel like they're okay is because Fnatic, a lot of those key ultimates were down at the time. So Fnatic can't follow any further forward.
Not just yet.
Did Corki break the sound again?
We shall
The sound barrier down. Hilly. Solar Flare down. Impale gets to. Magnet Storm as well.
Stop.
Shattering Strike. Hilly is dead again.
Oh, man. Look, at some point, Vitality, yeah, I think I saw that on the spectator there. I hope I wasn't betting myself. I think that was the case.
But regardless, Oscarinin, the wave's getting pushed in. Hilly is up here, but this time this play looks pretty good. He flashes his Zenith Blades, he gets the Shield of Daybreak, and it works out. Shutdown's finally there.
Teleport.
But Nako's being slowed down for that TP you just mentioned. And guess who's coming? It's Humanoid flying in, who's got himself a Fate Sealed up and available with Flash. Vitality safely under the turret. Well, it's amazing that Vitality actually got him in this game when things are going so wrong. Impale is great, you're right. Mickey's going to also buy time. Upsets now here. Missing Mystic Shot doesn't matter. Mickey gets killed. Lyncas is dead. Fate sealed. Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you guessed it. For 500 points, Mickey dead was on your jeopardy.
Going under the turret yet again. Public execution trying to get some kind of mobility.
Mickey will die. He was taking up for so long. Now Humanoid gets turret ramp up. Fnatic, you might be throwing this as shutdown given over to Vitality. What a game to end the day. As Upset won't connect. Razork's like, I'm going back in, and why shouldn't he? Czajek flashes out of the way. And I mean, Fnatic, I said we're throwing this, but they're still so strong. This Skarner has 11 out of 13 kill participation, will not die, and this game is just silly!
A new challenger approaches, like every fight.
Wrong with it.
Well, it's absolutely time to go crazy again, as Razork is here with a lot of tank stats, 2 items, and a lot of damage.
If Hilly wins this game, it would be crazy as under turret. He's just always there. He's having a rough day of it, and I guess that's just it. Under turret, Czajek now next. That Scorpion won't take any damage from the turret, and I mean, Vitality this game are just being broken. Yeah. He got a kill. He killed Mickey, and now he's worth the usual amount. So that will be fun. Oscar's in trouble. Redemption helps out, but look who's here to save the day. It's Mickey, his public execution #1. Nako finds Oscar, gets a flash out of him, 12 for a bit, and lacerates him to death. Mickey can't Magnet Storm, but the TP means that he's slowed down, and rather, that Magnet Storm just bought a bit of time, and Nako's now dead. He might be able to dash, but Humanoid can do the same, while Razork is dealing with Lyncas, gets his flash from the Impale. That was a shutdown on Nako, by the way, the best performing member.
Yo, what? That's a 1v1?
Can he win it? Let's find out. What a city. Well, this is a game of equal proportions. That public execution, yeah, it connects, but I mean, Fnatic are all here. Razork's going to make sure he doesn't get away. However, Nako and a good stun out that comes through from Daisy does make sure that Razork can't follow up. And Fnatic, they're 5-man topside right now, while Hilly's helping the Dragon, or rather...
It's going to be a really hard game. It is continually going to be a hard game.
Oh, yeah.
That Ambessa is actually doing some good enough work to give some hope in the top lane of Vitality, and that's a good shuffle.
He's caught out as well. Solar Flare used after the fact, but he's dead. He was on a ward. Vitality with a pick in front of Atakan. Let's see if Fnatic look for the turn.
I mean, you can start using Daisy to scout out. That will help. Czajek has his ult not quite available. That is important. That shuffle could be all important.
Czajek with flash available, it's everything, but Mickey gets revenge and sent up. Impale's good, but Czajek, as he flashes away, he's being poked down. Redemption used pretty much on no one. Lyncas doesn't get Carzzy any help, or Hilly, who's now looking for #9, while Vitality are getting picked apart at the seams. Guess what just dropped down? Well, Fnatic are going to find Hilly, and Nako, the only one left standing at the end. We all knew this was going to be the result, but Vitality, I guess, a worthy trade, while Nako's the only person who really does any damage.
Sadly, he doesn't have any teammates to really help him with that. Is another E going to come up? I don't know if you can stand under that turret, mate.
Woo! He doesn't care. He's going to withdraw. Oscarinin trying to do the same thing as well. Nako with good dodging, but public execution comes in. Oscarinin is fed, and he'll just go back to base after the ace.
Nako survives the first time, goes in for another piece of the pie, and comes away. Sadly, nothing between his teeth. Atakan goes down. Fnatic knew that was the one way that maybe the game could go awry for them. Takes that objective.
Game, and I think Fnatic dotting the I's, crossing the T's, putting a bit of faith back into the faithful, as yesterday was a bit of disappointment as Fnatic debuted.
Yeah, so they have all of those GAs. This will be the way to really close out the game. Atakan into Baron, going on to Mickey, but this is really hard to force a fight.
It's a great fate seal. The Solar Flare onto him buys time, but as he goes back, remember, he's still got Atakan if he dies here. Mickey does as well, as they're the two low members. As Fnatic use the rest of the front line here to continue on. Razork wants an Impale. It looks like it's up and available, and he's looking for his target. Now only finds one, but Upset is the damage source that's sitting comfy behind. Hilly's going to die 10 times in his day 2. Fnatic running away with Baron right up their alley.
Upset's still alive, doesn't have the GA anymore. There are a couple of people around. Upset.
The bring up of Czajek. You know, Lyncas was a late season additional, rather. Summer edition. Czajek is dead. Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, Rumble's the finish.
Well, I mean, he's 2.5 items. Tell me something that ain't great as Fnatic find topside turret in the meantime. 13.5k gold lead. That's what we're looking at right now. Vitality haven't even lost their base yet, but Oscarinin's about to make it so with his push in bot, with Upset who's about to find inhibitor turret. Upset, he's forward under it. He cares not as Oscar opens up that bot side. Now, guess what? Mid is about to drop. Arcane shifts in again. I'm just watching Upset play with his food. Utter domination.
Yeah, he's got the Shojin. You hit 2 Qs and he's basically back and he's going to jump forward again. Czajek engaged onto.
Hilly is the first one in. He's dead once more. And Czajek, yep. Domination's not even enough. They wanted a big game to finish off, but Fnatic are just giving them the rest of the breadcrumbs. 7 deaths in total as they're under turret, and Humanoid will make it 8, but who cares? I mean, Nako's trying his heart out, but when your team got destroyed in the first 10 minutes of the game, what do you do? It's just over. Fnatic are going to find their first win of the LEC. They struggled yesterday versus Mad Lions Koi, Movistar Koi. I keep making the same mistake, but Fnatic will not. They'll destroy the turrets. They'll break the Nexus. They'll end the second day of the LEC Winter Split with a win. They're first over Vitality.
I think I'll be the first to say, more of Razork on Skarner, please. That was a hell of a game from him. Upset really doing well to just follow up on all of these engages. Fnatic skirmish when they needed to, and Vitality, I don't think they had the communication to say, look, we have to stop and stabilize. It just felt like the game kept going away from them as they kept trying to bite off more than they could shoot.
Really did. What more do you say than the fact that Fnatic had it through bot? They had it through Razork. All he had to do was repeat gank, and how easy was that? Again, you want to see him